Star Wars The Last Jedi. Where do we fucking begin? God damn it, this movie. I remember I was so excited when The Force Awakens came out. I was like, holy shit, I'm actually gonna watch a Star Wars movie in the cinema? That just never happens. Because, I'm like 20 years old when the Star Wars movies came out. I wasn't born, and when the prequels came out, I don't remember. I don't remember. I was alive. 2002. Yeah, I was very young. I didn't go to see them. So I've never watched a Star Wars movie before. So I'm like, hey, amazing. I'm actually going to watch a Star Wars movie. So I went to the cinema and I was okay. I was pretty pleased. It wasn't the best movie ever, but it was pretty good. And I was like, yeah, this could work. I'm interested. I like the new characters, except Rey. But then The Last Jedi comes out, and I'm like, yes, let's go watch the sequel. Let's watch Snoke and Luke and Leia. Oh, I'd love to see how they pay off Leia, because Carrie Fisher unfortunately passed away, so they're gonna have to kill her most likely in the movie. Then I watched the movie, and oh my god. So where do we begin? Okay, let's start at the beginning. The First Order is supreme. That's what the text scroll says. The First Order reigns supreme. What the hell does that even mean? I mean, the previous movie didn't say shit about the New Republic and the First Order. You have to go and watch them, whatever, on the internet. You have to search in wikis and fan forums and whatever just to find out what the hell is going on in this new universe, because it really is a new universe. So the new empire, or the First Order, is just super powerful for no reason. Well, there is a reason, but they never tell you in the movie. So people watch the previous movie and they're like, okay, the rebels, the resistance, they destroy their super weapons. So now they should be, beating them to a pulp. They should be winning. And the First Order comes around like, hey, we have an immense fleet. We have control of the entire galaxy, and you guys are screwed. And we go to the rebel base, which was discovered in the previous movie, and we see that the rebels only have... By the way, I'm calling them rebels because fuck you, Kathleen Kennedy. So we see that they have one capital ship, one freighter, and one, 10-4 copy-paste knockoff. So that's their fleet. What the fuck? What do you mean that's their fleet? Where the hell is their fleet? There's no way that's their fleet. Let me remind you that the rebels, the actual rebels in the original trilogy, had a shit ton of ships. Like so many ships. And that was when the Empire was at its highest. So now you're telling me after so many years of the Empire being destroyed and the New Republic being the ruler of the galaxy, that the rebels or the resistance didn't have a solid fleet, like a big solid fleet, and the First Order just came around and was like, hey, the galaxy's ours now. And everyone was like, hey, I guess we lost the galaxy again. What the hell is this movie, man? I don't understand. But anyway, so the First Order comes around to destroy the rebel base and wipe out the resistance or whatever. And they show up 3 Star Destroyers and a Dreadnought. Okay, that's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. 3 Destroyers and a Dreadnought. But guess what the fuck they do? They pull up the Dreadnought in front of the Destroyers. And the Dreadnought has the most powerful weapons, which means it could most likely fire behind the Star Destroyers while being protected by them. But no, Star Destroyers are way back in the distance doing fuck all, and the fucking Dreadnought is right in front of the rebel fleet, and I use the term loosely, and it's just open to attack. So Poe Dameron decides to, hey, let's troll the super evil guy of the First Order. He's making your mama jokes on him. And the fucking idiot Hux, the Supreme General, Admiral, whatever he's supposed to be, like the top guy of the First Order, you know, you expect a guy like this to be skilled and actually have experience in this shit, but no. He falls for it. He doesn't open fire. He doesn't order TIE fighters to escort his fighter. Nothing. All he does is just wait, and then he watches the Dreadnought surface cannons get blown to shit by Poe Dameron. Mainly because Poe Dameron is like cheating. He just downloaded aimbot or something and God mode because this guy motherfucker never gets hit. And when he does, it's like, oh, every single fighter that gets hit in the movies explodes unless a character is in them. So yeah, that's bullshit. So Poe Dameron just obliterates like 16, 18 surface cannons on the Dreadnought, which is ridiculous because surface cannons are made to destroy fighters. Now, I know there's a lot of people that are going to say, well, these surface cannons are bigger because the Dreadnought is supposed to be protected by other fighters and Star Destroyers. Well, okay then, why isn't it? The First Order has so many Star Destroyers. What the fuck are they doing? Why aren't there like a million TIE fighters launched already? So now the Dreadnought is basically helpless against fighters, against whatever, against that bombers, against everything, because it doesn't have weapons. All it has is two massive, like really massive cannons that shoot larger lasers, I guess, that just destroy anything they touch. Okay, so cool. So you say, right, we're gonna shoot this at their ship. Nope, they shoot it at the base. What the fuck? Who shoots at a base when the ship is right there? The base is defenseless. It doesn't move. It's just there. Plus, there must be some records there. Records for the Resistance, for the New Republic, archives, a lot of shit that you could use. Why blow it up? Just land 50 stormtroopers and that's it. Oh my god, this is so stupid, man. This is just retarded. There are no military tactics in this movie. None whatsoever. That's just it. No military tactics. It's like if I take my 10-year-old cousin and tell him, hey, play Army Men. That's what this movie is. This movie, combat and war tactics, are equivalent to my 10-year-old cousin's Army Men playing. And you know what? Not even that, because my cousin at least is smart enough to flank the enemy, right? And use tanks to protect his troops. No, what we do here in Star Wars, we just put the fucking biggest ship we have in front of the fucking enemy fleet. And I use the term loosely. And we just let it die. That's what we do. That is retarded. And you know why that's retarded? Because if your villains are portrayed incompetent, then your heroes aren't heroes. They're just less incompetent dudes. I could be that villain with zero military training. I would be better at it. So, some retarded bombers are come up from nowhere. I don't know. Poe just says send in the bombers, and suddenly bombers spawned from nowhere. And none of the fucking First Order ships and admirals saw them. They just, nope, nothing there until Poe calls them. They're invisible because the camera can't see them, so no one else can, or scanners, or radars, or everything that a Star Destroyer has. So the bombers come up, and they're retarded bombers. Oh my god, what kind of bombers are they? These are just World War II bombers in space. I mean, other people have talked so thoroughly about how retarded this thing is, so I'm just gonna. I really hate these bombers. They just suck. I don't like these bombers. They're stupid. But anyway, these bombers come up, 6 of them, 5 get obliterated in like 5 seconds, and 1 just has God mode. Poe Dameron was like, hey man, I know the cheat code for God mode, here you go. He's like, oh thanks. And now this bomber never just gets destroyed. It blows up the Dreadnought like in 1 shot, which is bullshit because the Dreadnought must have had shields. But even if it didn't, come on. 1 fucking bomber, the size of 2 X-Wings or something, can blow up a Dreadnought? Come on. That's ridiculous. But let's say it's not. Let's say, okay, so the Dreadnought is down, and the Resistance fleet bails out. the 3 Star Destroyers that came with the Dreadnought did absolutely nothing. Nothing. Why? Oh, why? I don't get it, man. This is just stupid. Okay, so that's the first battle, I guess.